two pay-per-view quality main events from the WWE Women. Which one was better? And another shocking twist to Queen's Crown Tournament, Shayna Baszler being eliminated, Doudrop vs Zelina heading into Crown Jewel, and will Toxic Attraction walk out 3 titles at Halloween Havoc? We shall see. Welcome everyone to Ring the Bell, this is DS and this is Women's Wrestling Weekly Recap, where we recap mostly everything happening in women's wrestling. Mostly, not everything. Here I am wearing Squid Game outfit heading into Halloween, but honestly I don't even care because I'm so shook from tonight's Raw. Wow, what a Raw. Let's jump right into it. Okay, so starting from Doudrop versus Shayna Baszler, the semi-final for Raw match. And what did we all say when we first saw the tournament? We were like, this is so for Shayna Baszler. Like, Shayna's gonna win this. That did not happen because Shayna Baszler got eliminated from the tournament by Doudrop. Who knew that's gonna happen? When this match started, I really did think it was creative of Doudrop because she's been doing this finger thing. And she was like, I'm gonna be the queen. And I was like, actually, that's a pretty cute move. Zelina Vega, before the match started, came out with the beautiful dress. She went onto the throne and she had the crown on. Zelina looks good. Something about how she carries herself, I'm always like, you will look good with some title, you know what I mean? This match, Shayna was dominating Doudrop and I'm like, ugh, give Doudrop a chance. She almost got passed out from the clutch and you know, we've seen that happen with Shayna multiple times, so I was like, yeah, okay, Doudrop's gonna like faint. She lost in a fighting face way. No, but she flipped it on all of our heads and Shayna's head by pinning Shayna just like that. Like, it was a big surprise. Am I happy about it? I am. I'm actually really happy about it. It is kind of weird that Shayna, after weeks of building, having 2 people out of action, Nia and Eva Marie, all these build for her to lose like this, which is like a little confusing, but I'm not mad about it. Draft is reset on everything anyway. Look at 2 people advancing to the finals. It's Doudrop versus Zelina Vega. Like, Shayna Baszler, boohoo, is bad for her. She can't get Queen's Crown Tournament win. That would have been nice for Shayna, but if you think about it, for Doudrop and Zelina, this could be everything. You know what I mean? This could make their career because they have nothing else much going outside of this. I feel like this is what these tournaments or Money in the Bank or Miss WrestleMania, those stuff should do. These should be used to make someone with nothing into something. Remember how Carmella, when she won Miss Money in the Bank, she went from like a joke to now a very credible contender whenever there is a vacancy, you know? She did that for both Bianca and Sasha Banks. So I am rooting for both of them. I'll be happy either way. Satisfied, very satisfied. The main focus of this whole Raw episode was Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair. So we started Raw with Charlotte Flair coming out and she was like, where the hell is my going away party? She's upset about it. She's complaining about why Bianca Belair is getting both Raw and SmackDown Women's Championship opportunity, you know what I mean? And then Bianca Belair came out. By the way, I have to talk about this Candice Michelle TED Talk bodysuit virus situation where everyone's infected, from Convention Circle Victoria to now Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, now Bianca Belair, and people started sending me that Bianca Belair's bodysuit looked like the one that Jasmine Masters wore at All Stars. Yeah, there's no way she's gonna win the title with the Jasmine Masters bodysuit. But all jokes aside, Bianca looked great with the rose design on the bodysuit and rose on her hair. She looks like Rapunzel from Tangled. Like, she looked beautiful. And her promo, Charlotte Flair promo, was really good here. But Bianca Belair, oh, she stepped up her game too. Something about Charlotte and Bianca, they elevate each other, both on promo and a match, and we're going to talk about that match. Before that match, we saw Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley like welcome Bianca to Raw. I feel bad. Tag team division. RIP tag division. Hopefully, after the draft is over, they will get a little more airtime, but they're stuck with this stupid backstage promos. This match, Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair, I didn't necessarily expect a lot from it, but this was so good. This was so good. We've already seen their match on Raw a couple weeks ago, but they gave it all in this match. They started with a lot of flippy situations, Charlotte showing the rookie Bianca that she can do everything that Bianca can do, but also Bianca doing all her flippy stuff. Charlotte, you've got nothing on me. It was so good. The storytelling was right there. But since Charlotte Flair got busted open when Bianca accidentally kicked Charlotte's mouth, that's when shit got real. Because It is so good. This was like a perfect mix of their previous match on Raw when everything was really technical and pretty, and Charlotte's match with Nia Jax where everything was crazy and super raw. This match was so raw because Charlotte Flair was bleeding. She went outside. She was like shit. Like it was bleeped out.
Hell out of Dodge. Retreat.
But the techniques in the match, the intensity, some of the moves, it was just so beautiful. The moonsault was beautiful. This is happening on TV. It was just unexpected. And also they got a lot of time. They got plenty of time to have a comprehensive match. So at the end, it seemed like, again, Bianca totally have Charlotte's number. And Charlotte did what she did with Ronda Rousey in the Survivor Series match, you know? She just finished the match with DQ, attacking Bianca with the chair. It makes a little more sense here because, you know, champions have the champion's advantage. So she probably just want to get over it. But also, like, kayfabe-wise, they were probably running out of time because they wrapped up really quickly. But then Bianca grabbed Charlotte's chair, attacked Charlotte with it. Yes, DQ finish, not very satisfying. Should Bianca win the title? Probably. But am I unhappy? No, the match was so good that I'm fine. Like, I'm not even mad about this DQ finish. 100% satisfied. This week, we were gifted with these two amazing TV main events from the women. This and then Becky and Sasha. Which one did you like more? I liked both of them, but I think I was a little more invested into this one because how raw things went with the blood and everything. But let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. Alright, let's go to NXT 2.0, starting from Toxic Attraction segment. So Toxic Attraction came out and they won all the gold. So they're basically like a rock and roll version of the Beautiful People, but they're also like female Shield. So they want all the titles and they're not gonna play by the rules and they get what they want. So Mandy Rose here challenges Raquel Gonzalez for the NXT Women's Championship at Halloween Havoc, and subsequently Gigi and JC are coming for Io and Zoe's Tag Team Championship. And then Mandy goes on the baddest bitch in the planet. Wait, that's Ronda Rousey. But she says that she's the baddest bitch in this game. So she changed up a little bit. But yeah, Mandy's delivery is awesome, but also this group is not Mandy Rose and the other two. I like that Gigi and JC are also getting equal mic time, so that is satisfaction for me. Who wants to see them all walk away with gold at Halloween Havoc? Will that happen? I wouldn't be mad about it. I really wouldn't be mad about it. Next, we have a singles match. Ivy Nile, the newcomer, this is her first match in NXT versus Valentina Ferros. She is the resident jobber of NXT 2.0. So Ivy Nile is part of the super diverse stable called Diamond Mine. I love her entrance. She's showing her strength with that dips on the rope. It's really, really impressive. And she's apparently NBC Titan Game champion, show that's hosted by The Rock. So she's coming for Ninja Warrior Case's gigs. Just kidding, they're very, very different. Yeah, I really love Ivy Nile, how she's styled, her entrance, she got that Dragon Ball Android 18 vibe, which I'm really into. And in this match, she was so impressive. Really, the powerhouse market in wrestling is getting so competitive, all the way from Bianca Belair to Raquel Gonzalez, but also in the Impact, there's Savannah Evans. On AEW, we got Nyla Rose. It's really difficult to impress, but here, Ivy Nile was so impressive. Just the way she was maneuvering Valentina Ferros in the air was just thing of beauty. So another impressive debut of new star on NXT 2.0. They've been doing a lot of that lately, and I've been loving each and every single one of them. They all have distinct characters. Satisfaction for me. Now we got the second episode of Lashing Out with Lash Legend, and I have to say, I'm jealous of this girl. She's got everything that I want. She's got the charisma. She's got the cool, like, move that she do. She's got the 2 snaps and a clap, and she can sing. She can do everything better than I do. She's like the better ring the bell, and it's on WWE TV. So you go, girl. You are my idol. She's not a wrestler. I don't know if she has wrestling background or she's training, but honestly, love her in this role. It's like WWE had the same female interviewer role for so long, but this is a different character and a different way of presenting storylines. So I'm in love with it, so I'm 100% satisfied. Or should I say 2 snaps and a clap. And we got Indy Hartwell and Persia Pirotta versus Sarai and Amari Miller. Who I'm really into is this tag team, Persia and Indy. Indy, obviously, she was the first main event segment of NXT 2.0's first episode. People really love her. But Persia really quickly rose to one of our favorites. I love that she really established her character and carved out her own space in NXT 2.0 in like 2 or 3 appearances already. Not that I have high expectations, but she really impressed with her moveset here. So I really am excited about this tag team. One thing I will say is Sarai seems like she's kind of a victim of rebranding. Hopefully like Kairi and more so Io, she can find her own color and character, because right after this match, Persia and Indy started talking about how they want to challenge for the tag team championship, and Io and Zoe comes out, and Io is like, I don't like you. I don't like you. I feel like she's one of the best talents that WWE has. Actually, she's one of the best women in wrestling, period. She's like one of the best in the ring, for sure, but she's like funny now. Like, what can this lady not do? And also, you know that I don't really like Zoe because of the whole like Japanese restaurant segment, but I do have to say, she's definitely getting a character, and I know who she is now, so that is a good thing for her. For me, she's not just a bland indie wrestler who can wrestle anymore. She actually has a character. And then Toxic Attraction comes out, and they have a brawl. Yeah, this is a great build-up for Halloween Havoc. I have to say, poor TikTokers, Casey and Kaden, they're always not getting these big opportunities, so sorry for them. But for what's happening right now, it's stressful. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm really loving NXT. Let's go to Impact Wrestling. We've got some good knockout actions this week going into Bound for Glory. So the first match we had was Lady Frost versus Savannah Evans. I love the Lady Frost's build from Somewhere Cold. I like it a lot. But god damn it, let her hit her moonsault! I didn't know she had such a beautiful aerial moves because she doesn't hit them in Impact or somewhere big. On NWA we saw it was a thing of beauty. So please, let her hit those. Let her hit those. But this match was about showing domination of Savannah Evans after winning the Halloween Havoc match, which was gruesome match, but really fun match. This was a good match. Savannah Evans picks up the win from Lady Frost. After this match, Deonna Purrazzo comes out, selects Savannah Evans as her poison, which means Savannah will be facing Mickie James in a one-on-one match next week at Impact Wrestling. And I think this is Mickey's like first Impact match in like a decade. I don't know, like years. This was fun, I'll say satisfied. What I will say about Savannah Evans, I want to see a little bit more. Savannah Evans is a powerhouse, and obviously her stature, the way she looks, it definitely shows that. But in the ring, competition for powerhouses, so strong right now. WWE, AEW, NXT, like, and even Camille from NWA. I think for Savannah to really solidify herself as the powerhouse of Impact Wrestling, I want to see a little bit more from her. And we got a backstage promo of Gail Kim talking about Knockouts Knockdown, and then booking the Inspiration to have the championship match, the tag team championship match against Rosemary and Havoc. So they're having a championship match from their debut. So Rosemary and Havoc came over to Gail Kim, complain about like, is this the message want to send to everyone? You can just debut and get a championship match right away. And then this FedEx guy comes in.
Are any of you Gail Kim?
Gives a letter from Australia, obviously from Inspiration. And they're like, if you haven't read this letter in Australian accent, do it again. Like, it was so good. This is like the first few tastes of Inspiration, but it's been feeling good. I fully believe that Impact will do Inspiration right. So this segment gets super satisfaction for me. Lastly, we had this intergender battle royale match, and in this match, Randy Lauren, Kimberly, Alicia Edwards, and Rachel Ellering mixed up with all these dudes. Like, and they're not even cruiserweight people, they're like big dudes. Right after the match started, Alicia Edwards got eliminated, and then later in the match, Rachel got eliminated. In this match, Brandy and Kimber did a really good job. Yeah, they're really using their characters very well. Made this one guy just walk out himself. They also did Green Mist and Mandible Claw on someone. I mean, it was great. Great thing about this Battle Royale is that women were just there, and that was not like a special occasion. Nothing was weird about it. But at the same time, nothing was unrealistic where like the women were like swinging around heavyweight guys. No, it just was natural. It was natural. Nothing was an issue. And this seemed like a great way of doing intergender wrestling. So that was really good. I really liked it. Satisfying. Alright, moving on to AEW Rampage. So we've got the whole Friday Night War situation this day. So we got a buy-in match. We got two ex-WWE people, Tay Conti taking on Santana Garrett. And this match was 4 minutes, so pretty short match, and you know how much I love Tay Conti. And I also love what her finisher is called. Her finisher is called DDT. I love it. To their match in NXT back in the days to here, I don't know, I almost see like confidence from both of them, especially Tay Conti. Especially at the time allowed, it was a very short match, 4 minutes. It was a nice back and forth match. I think Santana was also able to show some really cool moves that she got that we weren't really able to see in NXT. So I'm satisfied about this match. By the way, how AEW is explaining all these singles matches lately is like they have important implications for TBS Women's Championship. They don't really say what implication it is, but I think this is just their way of showcasing the women they have. Next match is Ruby Soho versus Bunny. We were kind of scared that Ruby went away from TV. And Bunny is another wrestler that also is very good at telling stories with her face. And I think another thing about Bunny is that she's very good at knowing the angle where the camera is. A couple spots really sticks out to me. Bunny, she did a corner kick to like almost break Ruby Soho's spine. That looked nasty. I was like, whoa! From then on, attacking Ruby's neck, that was a big story of this match. At the end of this match, Ruby Soho picks up the win from the Bunny with the backslide. Again, I think her whole gimmick is that she's a runaway, she's a fighter, she really gets there and like takes the win, being the resilient one. And after this match, Penelope Ford comes out, helps the Bunny, picks out her brass knuckle to knock down Ruby Soho. I'm gonna say something controversial. I was meh about this match. Meh. Mostly because I love Ruby Soho. I think she needs to step it up. I'm sorry, I think she really has to. And you know, people are loving her. It's very clear that AEW is really, really loving what Ruby does and they're pushing her. And it's obvious that her coworkers love her because she makes everyone look great. She made Britt Baker look great in the main event match. Bunny looked great in the match because the spots we remember from this match is all from Bunny. Ruby, I know you're Mother Teresa, but you gotta feed yourself, girl! I'm still waiting for that wow moment in her matches, and so far I think the only wow moment I got was from that shady promo battle with Britt Baker. But we won in the ring, you know? The reason why we're so rooting for her because we all thought WWE buried her potential. So here, we're waiting for it. Give it to me! But yeah, again, she is one of the top stars in AEW, especially women's division, and she definitely will be the one to watch out for the TBS Championship tournament coming up. Alright, going to WWE SmackDown. So we had 3 women's matches, starting from Naomi versus Sonya Deville and Shayna Baszler. So Sonya Deville is being an evil authority figure and she is bringing in Shayna Baszler. She made this match handicap match against Naomi. I actually really like it. I know that a lot of people were expecting that Sonya would probably not wrestle in this match, so it was a nice surprise for her to be in the match somehow, in some form. And it was great seeing that big knee from her. I don't particularly think Shayna will be the one that would help out authority, but why not? It's good to see an evil authority figure storyline in the women's division. We've seen some of it with like Vicky Guerrero and Stephanie McMahon before, but you know, with Sonya being here as an evil authority figure, it's always a very juicy storyline, so I'm glad that this is happening for Naomi. And when that payback happens, it will be so good. Stratify. Next match is Carmella versus Zelina. This was a very, very different match because it was 2 heels and they're acting like they're gonna have a clean, fair match. I love their backstage moment before they headed to the match. Both Zelina and Carmella are just such great promo and great character. And in this match, it was so dumb and Carmella's like, yeah, this is gonna be a fair match, so I don't need a mask. That whole mask thing, again, is so dumb, but it's so good. And you know, it's just cute. 2 heels acting like they're gonna be like fair to each other and they're like, yeah, you got this. I got this. During this match, Carmella accidentally super kicks Zelina's face, and Carmella's like, oh my god, I didn't mean to do that!
I didn't mean to!
Zelina got pissed off and started punching Carmella's face, and then Carmella went to go find her mask, and who was holding it? It was Liv Morgan. So because of that interference, Zelina picks up the win, going into the finals of Queen of the Ring in Saudi Arabia for Crown Jewel. This was not really expected. I'm happy for Zelina, and I'm down for Zelina getting these random pay-per-view big matches, because she is very talented, especially promo-wise. I like this. Stratify for me. And then we got this match. Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. They have great chemistry whenever they're involved, especially the Hell in a Cell match was so good. And this match definitely did not disappoint. This was a long match without commercial break, by the way, and it was so good. It was a pay-per-view quality match, amazing back and forth between Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks, and I love their storytelling between Banks' statement and Disarmor. And I also really enjoyed the storyline element in this match. So Becky Lynch accidentally hits Bianca Belair, who was in the commentary table, back in the ring when she tried to hit manhandle slam, and then a Banks statement, and then Becky Lynch tried to crawl out of it. Then Bianca Belair interferes, whips Becky Lynch's hand with the hair, even though Becky put her hand away, and backstab her, and then pin Becky Lynch 3-2-1. It was a rare thing to see Becky Lynch lose a singles match on TV. That's not something you get often. The storytelling was great, the action was great, and they're building a damn good feud going into Crown Jewel. I am 100% satisfied. Alright, let's go to AEW Dynamite. For some reason, they're doing this show on Saturday. But we got two segments for women. The first one is a little backstage segment where Serena Deeb was getting interviewed, and Hikaru Shida, after last week's match and getting attacked after the match, came to brawl with Serena Deeb. And if you think about it, AEW has been planting seeds for different secondary feuds. So we got Ruby against Penelope and Bunny. We also got Hikaru Shida versus Serena Deeb. And we got the whole Jade Cargill and Thunder Rosa situation. So they got some nice feuds going on. So yeah, they're definitely building some storyline. I think this one with Serena and Hikaru is the best one because there's actual story elements into it, which is the 50th win from Hikaru Shida. The whole attacking with the trophy thing last week, that was all very good. Satisfied. And then we got a singles match between Kiera Hogan and Penelope Ford. And I just have to say, Kiera Hogan in this match was great. She was great. Like, she looks unique and different. She looks like a star. And then in this match, she showed so many great moves that it just catches your eyes. And we all know she's got a really fun character and she's strong in the mic. So I think Kiera Hogan could be a full package, and I hope AEW sees that too. That's probably why they signed her. And also at the same time, Penelope Ford, she always has some interesting moves. And this California Dream Muda Lock, the finisher, looks beautiful on her. In this match, Penelope Ford won, but I wish Kiera won. But at the same time, I think she showed so much. She impressed a lot of people, definitely me. Satisfied. I hope both Kiera and Penelope will be involved with the tournament because I want to see Kiera more on AEW. Alright, so that's everything that happened this week. We've got a big week in front of us because we have the Crown Jewel that's happening this week, and then Bound for Glory this weekend. So I'm going to figure out what we're going to do with the reviews. I'll think a little bit about it. But I think it's going to be a very fun week for us, the women's wrestling fans. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you like me, you can always come find me on Instagram at DSShin or Ring the Bell DS on Twitter. And if you like our Ring the Bell crew, come find all of us on our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. And I'll see you next week. Bye!